morning, everybody. Yeah, it's windy. Not just anything. It's windy, but the rain has stopped, and I'm gonna go for a little walk. I've been holed up in the camper, with my planners and with my scrapbook paper and stuff like that, and just puttering away, doing little things and keeping busy. But yeah, I'm back out here. I'm gonna turn the camera around and take some views here and show you what's happened. So the tide's out, and I showed some of this last night as we arrived and the tide was in. But look at, like, down there in the little town of Tadoussac down there, there's a whole bunch of beach, sandy bottom of the river that's showing, and out there, all of this land wasn't even there last night. It goes way out, hey? So it must be really, it has to be like where the sand deposits when it comes down the Saguenay River and hits the St. Lawrence and then just deposits there or something. But yeah, over there, right there, is the ferry, and I just heard a horn blow, so the one's either taking off from this side and going across, or from the other way coming this way. Yeah, it's so pretty. Like, you can see the layers of the mountains going down the side. This is the north side of the river. So, and then way out, let me see, out there, there's a ship coming in, a big one, not just a ferry. So yeah, it's really beautiful. Look at down below us here. Like, there's houses dotted through, and this town is, from up here, this town is just so stinking cute. It's just tiny. Like, that's the whole town, guys. It's so pretty. So, we're hanging around here for another night. We've decided that we're going to stay for another night, and we're going to see if we can get up early tomorrow morning and leave, and we're going to go down there and see if they're still doing the whale watching cruises. It's late in the year, but if we dress really warm, I think it'd be cool. Anyway, we're going to go down and see if we can catch ourselves a sighting of a whale. I think that will be really cool. So this campground, you can see the fence goes all along the top of the embankment here, and then the campground is set out. These are the only open spaces here. The whole rest of the campground is in the trees. So, oh, here's another camper coming in. There's not very many people here. Everybody that was here last night left except for us and our neighbors next door, and that's a new one this morning. And I don't know if that guy's dumping his garbage and getting ready to leave, or if he's coming in. We'll see shortly, I guess. So the whole rest of this campground is in those woods, and believe it or not, there's almost 200 campsites up here. Seems to be an awfully busy little spot. That's not a bit of wonder, eh? It's so pretty. So yeah, that's it. That's it. We're kind of hoping that the rain's done, and we'll have a little campfire tonight and sit outside for a while. So, yeah, I feel bad for this little birch tree right here. It looks like either the bark's all peeled off of it, or from the wind, or it's just been hit so many times from people backing up into that parking space that it's knocked all the bark off. But it's still a pretty little tree, though. And then they have all these birch trees all down this embankment. It's really cool. Really pretty here. So anyway, I'll see you all later, and thanks for watching. And if I can find anything to add to this, I'll add it before I sign off. But if not, I'll see you in the next video. I'd show you this. So there's the ferry going across. So you just catch the ferry. The end of the highway ends right about there. And then you just get on the ferry. It goes across the river and you're back on the highway again. Isn't that something? It must be cheaper to run that ferry back and forth than it is to maintain a bridge here or something. So here's a little, I'm going to try to zoom in and not have this be too blurry. That's the town, like the beach. That's where the water's all out. You can see the top of the river bottom there. There's a little church down there, right there. There's that little kind of a marina. And I'm assuming these are the little tour boats and stuff like that that go out and take people out for whale watching. Place even has this little kind of parking lot and area. So there's an empty platform there and an empty platform there. I'm assuming they've taken them down for the winter already. But they have glam camping, which is glamping. So if you haven't noticed what glamping is yet and you want to try camping but don't want to buy all the equipment, what an awesome way to try it out. And these units look like they're a really big size. So they have their own fireplaces. Each one has its own brick fireplace. And they have their own little deck and picnic table. Even some flower boxes there in the front. So in the summertime when these are all set up, I bet they're awesome. And this little unit, look at this. Isn't this stinking cute? It's just like a little tiny house. It is so adorable. Absolutely adorable. And everything is clean. It's absolutely spotless. There's garbage cans every couple of campsites with weighted lids, I guess, to keep the coons out. And we've already seen her going around this morning, and she goes and literally rakes up each campsite as the people leave and cleans out the fire pit. So when you start camping, it's absolutely clean, your spot. Hardly a twig on the ground. So what an amazing spot. So I've walked all over, and I have finally come to the end of the campground. So it's just, there's this roadway that comes down the front and a few tenting spots at this end. And I've been walking for a while. The tide is starting to come back in. As you can see from, part of that land that was showing this morning is covered. Very awesome and beautiful. Look at the mist coming up off the water. I don't know if that shows up in the camera or not, but there's, see that? It's actually moving right up off the water. This is so pretty, just so pretty. But this from here, this is the end of the town. Right down here, you can see the end, and this is the whole town. Cute, very, very cute. So I'm assuming that once winter settles in here, that this place dies right down. I would think there isn't very much activity here in the winter time, but there's a lot of little bed and breakfasts and hotels and motels, and there's the ferry. Let me see, I'll move from behind this tree so that you can see it. I didn't even know if you could see it through the fog down there. But there's the ferry going across. It's pretty regular. So we're going to leave here tomorrow, probably here in the morning, go down to the town, see if we can get on one of those whale sightseeing tour things, because it's supposed to be a nice day tomorrow. And if we can't do that, we're going to just start striking it for home and do a leisurely trip, maybe just a few hours a day, and find another campground. Love this way to have a vacation. It is so laid back and so restful. So that's probably all I'll shoot from here. I'm going to take some pictures and so I can put them into my travel journal. And bye-bye for now, everybody. I'll see you in the next video.